Welcome back to Bloomsprout Cottage. Hey everyone, this is Joel and I'm in the yard today. We have a beautiful sunny day here in Northern California. We are located between the San Joaquin Valley and Mount Diablo in Contra Costa County, and we are considered the gateway to the California Delta. Share with you this cool birdhouse. It's just decorative. No birds use that. Got that at World Market years ago when I worked there, and I thought, oh, that's gonna be cool in my garden. So yeah, fun stuff, right? Yeah, let's see here. Welcome to my yard. We're in the middle of pandemic, COVID-19, coronavirus. What is this? For California, this is about week 6, week 7 of shelter in place, and I'm looking like trash. Why shave? Why trim your hair? You know, why wash up when you're just sitting at home? But anyways, join with me and I'll give you an update and show you what I've been doing and what's going on here at Bloomsprout Cottage. So sorry for the shaky camera. I didn't realize I was kind of waving it all around, and that's so hard to be a viewer and, you know, follow and be able to see things when the camera's all moving and shaking and whatnot. So I'll try to hold this a lot more steady. Excited to see the bougainvillea. What color is that? More kind of a fuchsia color. That's beginning to bloom. I have that up on a trellis, which is right behind this old fish pond, which I'm turning into a huge planter, as you know. Adjacent to that, look how big that buddleia has become. It's beginning to bloom, or form the buds at least. And that's going to be beautiful. I think they're like purple blooms on here, and that'll look really nice with the contrasted colors, or even complementary colors of the purples and the fuchsia. And here I have some seedlings I'm planting, and I told you before I want to plant some zinnias and some poppies, but those are very slow going. Down below I got in the wallflowers. Sorry for the shadow, really hard to see. And the poppy, got another flower on the poppy. And as you can see, there's going to be more to come. The color is really faded on that. Wow. But when it first blooms, it's beautiful. Now, all along the edge here, as a border, I've planted a single row of lily of the valley. And you can see that one's coming up, and a few of the others are sprouting up as well. Ground here, not very attractive. Doing what I call the chop and drop method. Basically, I'm mowing the lawn and just using that as a mulch, and you know what, I think it's working. It's keeping the soil a little bit more moist, which is great because it gets so dry and hot here in California that this garden area with all the clay and the dirt, it ends up cracking, looking like, you know, like a dry desert. And you know, so I'm having to learn and, you know, take action to mulch and compost and keep it covered so that we're retaining moisture in the soil and not letting it go up into the environment. Where, you know, with the global warming, that's one of the things we're finding to be a problem. Too much moisture is evaporating, and with the warmer weather that we're having with climate change, it's creating greater and greater tornadoes in the Midwest and hurricanes throughout the South. This borage is just absolutely out of control. Look how huge that is. The others are now beginning to grow up. The speedwell over Veronica looks beautiful right there. Very poor placement for it. I'm getting blooms on the indigo blue. I figured out what it was. Indigo blue salvia, and this Mexican sage with these really pretty velvety purple blooms. That's growing in. That thing is going to absolutely take over this entire area, and it's going to come out all the way to like here. So this whole area, it's going to overgrow the pond. My milkweed will overgrow. It'll grow back. It'll grow into the borage, into the wallflower. It's going to get huge. For now, I left the lavender here, and I'm just going to let that grow in place because it's taking forever for seeds to grow, and I can't get to the nursery because we're in shelter in place and they're not open. I repositioned this other Mexican sage here closer to where I want it, so it'll actually fill in this round space a lot better. I had it initially, I transplanted it here. It was just a dumb place. It's too far away from where I wanted it to be and grow. Over here, where you see the dirt, I've continued the row of Lily of the Valley, except now that I've gotten to this area here, I'm starting to double plant it, double row it, make it a little bit more of a prominent feature, so when we're back in the patio and approaching the garden, you know, it'll be a thicker little border there of the Lily of the Valley. And then my idea is to, behind it, have other plants, maybe some chamomiles and you know, other things, and you will see, you know, columbines or whatever, and bring those in and just make this very diverse. So this area is still a work in progress, and it will be this whole season because, you know, that's life. Roses, boom! All these David Austin roses are just going places. Have a lot of petals falling now, and this can go into compost. Whoops! This is really funny because right here, this is, ooh, did you see that? This is Lizard City. They love to get right in here on this pebbled path and just bask in the sun. And a lot of times they'll come out here and there'll be like 3 or 4 right in this area, and they'll just go scattering. And there's one that's like really huge, really thick, and it's like dark black. But I think they're blue-bellied lizards. This California iris, this is a California native. That's in bloom now. More roses. Oh, do you see what I see? Mom's iris is coming in. You know, I like iris, but they're only good for like, you know, a few weeks, and it's just like, not all that attractive to look at just the greenery by itself. But purples, yellows in there, and that's a lighter. And I don't know if this one here is a darker purple. Oh man, I have such a glare on the camera, I can't see where I'm focusing. I'm sorry. That might be a darker one, I'm not sure. Could be the same. Some more pebbles because I've been pulling out weeds here in the path. But I guess this area gets a lot of moisture because every time I've been out here doing this, I've just been swarmed with mosquitoes, and they've just been eating me alive. So I didn't get done as much as I wanted to. So that's going to be a work in progress. Another of these beautiful long-stemmed indigo blue salvias. I love the height on these. They're really great for like the back of the garden or even the middle of the garden if you have taller things, like I have the privet here. In the back, hidden away between those, are going to be hollyhocks, possibly delphinium. I think I see some catnip in there. The right here, the columbine are dying down. Oh yeah, see, I'm trashed today. I'm in my PJs, in my pajamas, wearing my old shoes that are falling apart because where are they? Falling apart because these are really old sneakers that I used to do my yard work in, and I wear them like clogs. So I just kind of smash down the heel and I just slip them on and go do my thing, and they're trash. So when I go in the house, I take them off and leave them outside. A few plants here. I'm getting some growth on this basil. This is the African blue basil. And I tried propagating it by planting, and then I realized I'm doing it wrong. I should have taken a snip and put it in water, but now it's like so minimal in growth that I'm just going to leave it alone, let it do its thing, and wait for it to grow out more, and then do that, or just wait and see if I can get one at the nursery if they reopen. We have some bachelor buttons here, I think. Lavender, borage, all sorts of stuff. We were doing some watering. Looks like the hose may have knocked this over, or maybe the cat, I don't know. We have a feral cat in the neighborhood. It's just kind of like a neighborhood cat, and he likes to drink out of the bird bath. Yesterday I had a couple blue jays in here. I tried to get it on film, but the camera wouldn't zoom in close enough, so I wasn't able to get that for you. The freesia dying down for the season. The little purple calla lilies doing good, taking root, looking really nice. The dead nettle here doing well. That's grown up a lot. It's probably twice what it was in size since I planted it. Back here, we're going to come around the cottage. And I finally kind of created this little spot for composting. I've been doing bin composting without success. It just hasn't worked for me. And so I'm kind of trying a new thing here. I've dedicated this little corner spot. We're using these plastic shelves that aren't getting any usage from us as walls to keep the moisture off the fence. And right now it's just yard cuttings and cardboard. Over here in the blue bin, this is my worm bin, and so I have about 2,500 worms in there. I had an initial order of 500 a month ago, and they've slowly been doing their work, and then I had a new order of about 2,000 that arrived yesterday, which I put in, and so they'll be able to start working through that much quicker. This is just kind of a mess area back here. And let's look at the seeds really quick. So we're getting a lot of activity on the seedlings. I have some hollyhocks here. Hollyhocks. I have some morning glory. These are bachelor buttons from Mom. I don't know what this is. Columbine, I think, maybe. And then at the very end, I don't know what that is. Pink Sweet Williams. Someone graciously sent me some seeds, and we did a little seed trade. Or actually, I don't think they wanted any seeds in return. They just sent me what they had. That was really nice. That was just something off the internet. Over here, chrysanthemums. These here are, I don't know what those are. Oh, the chamomile. And this here, I don't know what these are over here. This area is a mess because with family issues, kind of family coming together and living here at the house. We have a lot of us in a lot of storage, and I don't know where to put it right now, so our patio is a real mess. Here's some more. I'm very disappointed that the cucumber did not grow, did not sprout. It's been a few weeks now. Here we have a flower mix. I don't know, I think that came from a magazine subscription. I don't remember what this is. This might be this here, which is probably zinnias. And then over here we have a poppy. So these are intended to go out in the pond, which I've created into or converted to a to a garden, a huge garden pot. I have some little seedlings here. These are green Japanese maple trees. I have one there and one here in that pot. This was growing and looks like it stopped. That was a seedling from our crepe myrtle, a pink crepe myrtle. And you can see these other things we have here, a poppy, and this is a California native poppy. And then we have some like an aster, I think it is, and some other things. And those are just like roadside wildflowers, which we got out of the house one day and, you know, gave our try to like see if we can bring these into the yard. And most of them are dying, a couple of them are living, and we'll just have to, you know, go forward and see what's happening. The tomatoes are doing really well. I'm getting flower blooms, and everyone's laughing at me, saying, "Oh, you can't do tomatoes like that." Well, I saw it on the internet, watched it on YouTube, and other people are doing it. I thought, I'm just going to give it a try, because I don't really want to put tomatoes out in my flower yard, so I thought I'd do this. I transplanted a rose, which does not look like it's taking, but yeah, it looks so deceiving because it's a rose, and it's really all about the roots at this point anyways. I put some morning glories here. I'll point with my foot. Something's eating it. I didn't know if it was a flying bug or a crawling bug. So if it's crawling, I put some salt around them to deter that, which seems to have helped. But right here, they just got munched down completely. And this one, they're getting eaten as well. So some of those other seedlings I have over there, I may have to bring those back over. And then up here, some more lily of the valley in the pots seem to be the only ones that are growing. These others, I'm trying, but I don't expect to see any growth from these. These are these are seeds I grew, well, maybe here. Maybe. These are seeds. I had some seed packets from the 1990s, like 1994, which I got at an estate sale, and I really just took them to use for decorative purposes in the antique shop I have, and you know, with the little garden section I have, just use them as, yeah, put them out there, see if anyone wanted to buy them for decorative purposes. And now with the pandemic, I thought, well, I'm just going to put them in pots and see if they grow, and what do I have to lose? So far, nothing except for maybe the zinnias, but that could also be just weeds that are already in the pot soil. So I don't know. So we'll just have to keep these moist and see what happens. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you like what you see. Leave a comment below and say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to support the channel, you know what? Please watch some more videos and check out our links on our About page or the details down below, and see some ways that you can help support us in our pollinator garden, and you know, doing more to help the environment and to help the pollinators, because that really is going to be, once I get everything going, just a sea of pollinating, flowering plants rich in nectar and pollen for the pollinators, whether they be honeybees or, you know, anything else. And we are part of the Million Garden Pollinator Challenge, and we are on that Million Garden map, and you know, doing our part to be a part of that as well. So really kind of formalizing it and making this official, and really working forward to improve the yard, but really to support the pollinators, because that's really what it's all about, and that's one of my passions aside from redwoods. So anyways, once again, thank you very much. I'll wrap this up and have a good day.